Welcome to another 720 Gaming Pros video, where we help you become pros at whatever game you decide to play. My name is Pope Master, and this is my good buddy Lee.
My name's Lee.
And we are here with another deck profile for Magic the Gathering. Would you like to take a away, sir?
Yeah, this is back when I was playing. I was playing at G2K in Avenue. Not a good group. And I was trying to mix colors a lot. And if you're starting out with Magic, stick to one color. Stick to one color until you feel comfortable splashing here and splashing there. So I just made a mono white deck that ended up pissing off a lot of people. And it was standard legal at one point. Now it's not. But how I piss them off is I would try to control their board as much as possible with this deck with the cards that were legal and standard. And I remember one guy, he was always beating my ass. And quite frankly, I could have took him out and beat his ass a couple times. But he sat there for at least 5 minutes trying to figure out how to get out of the jam he was in. And I just said, dude, if you can't do it, you can't do it. It's okay. We're just playing. And he got mad. And at the time, I didn't know you could call the judge. Thing is, though, if I would have called the judge, it would have been his best friend. See the way I was screwed. Eventually, he just scooped and said, you just got lucky. Welcome to Magic. That's how it is. You just got lucky. So I tweaked it over the years and made it meaner. I remember some friends coming over playing it, and they were just like, oh my God, this is terrible. This is like White Control. I don't give a fuck what you SJW say. It's White Control. All right. So how we're going to start this out is 3 arrests. And what it is, it enchants the creature, target creature, yours or your opponent's, and they can't activate abilities, they can't block, and they can't attack. They just stay there. They're stagnant. Oh, and I hope y'all are liking the playmat. It's a never-ending story, and it is signed by Atreyu and by Falcor. The guy that did the voicing of Falcor and the guy that did the voicing of that played Atreyu when he was a kid. He does jujitsu. He kickboxes. He has matches.
Mm-hmm.
We talked for over 30 minutes about jiu-jitsu and kickboxing when we met. He even knew who my main instructor was.
Nice.
Yeah.
Your main instructor is
Samuel Braga.
Samuel Braga.
Yeah. So he knew. He was like,
nice.
Yeah, that's pretty good when a celebrity. No, I guess you couldn't say he's really a celebrity. Well, he still is.
Mm-hmm.
Knows who your jiu-jitsu instructor is.
Yeah.
Take that, AJJ. So we got 3 arrests.
Mm-hmm.
And to make this even sweeter, we're going to play 4 more enchantments. 4 Oblivion Rays. Yes, I got 3 of the same and 1 of the same. Suck it. This is when it comes into play, you choose a creature. It's a, not just a creature. It could be a planeswalker, artifact, anything that is a non-land permanent from the game. And when Oblivion Ring comes or leaves the game, that permanent comes back. Almost always, it never comes back. Once it's gone, it's gone. Again, keeping their board state empty, keeping them frustrated, making them to where they just don't know what to do. And then we run 4 pacifisms. Same as Arrest, but cheaper. They're a 2-drop. And it's basically, he's just on the board. He can't attack, he can't block. So again, we're keeping them from attacking, keeping them from blocking.
If they can't attack, they can't hurt you. If
Yeah.
you can't block, well, you can win.
Exactly. I mean, just keep annoying them. Just anytime they get something good up, oh, that's cool. Okay, it's mine. It's gone. What? It's gone. And then we're going to run 4 Journey to Nowheres. Again, this deck is not standard. I don't recommend playing this song with or deck with people you like. But Journey to Nowhere is you exile target creature, and when Journey to Nowhere leaves the battlefield, the creature comes back. This is basically Oblivion Ring, but cheaper. And I love Journey to Nowhere. Now we're going to get into some creatures and some other spells. I don't have this one as organized as the other one, but we're going to run 1 Archangel of Ruin. And she's a mythic rare. I don't know how much she goes for anymore, but it's one of the few angels in the deck. And I just have her there because she has lifelink, and when you gain life, you put +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Yep. So if I'm pretty much with this deck, I'm digging you with a 1/1. And I'm going to keep dinging you with that 1/1. Just because I know it pisses you off. So creature off the board, ding you with a 1/1. Get her out, bump them up a little bit. A little power boost. Nothing big. Again, she might be a bit expensive. I don't know. I could be wrong. And then we run 3 Caspian Knights. He's a 2-drop, but his ability is if you tap 2, he gets +1 till end of turn, so his attack goes up to 2. Sometimes this is the one I'm digging it with, and I'll just keep doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it.
Jesus.
On any given time, there's usually no more than 1 creature out on my side. And we're going to have a little defense. We have a defender, Wall of Swords. A bit expensive. Casting cost-wise. Just defender with flying. This will deal with flying creatures or anything like that. Plus, he's a 3. His attack is 3. His defense is 5. I have sideboarded Blessing, which can bulk him up. Also, Archangel Throne can bulk him up. Again, defense, control, defense, attack when you can. Another enchantment is Martial Law. And at the beginning of your upkeep, tame target creature your opponent controls until next turn that creature can attack or block or activate abilities can't be activated. Once per turn, I pretty much take your creature and make it, if you got a creature that's giving me trouble, this right here, once per turn, I can take your creature and make him useless. Every turn. So when it becomes your turn after I do that, you can't do anything with him. He's right there. Martial Law. And this is the guy that I usually will ding you with. Fencing Ace. He's a 2-drop. He has double strike, so he'll deal first strike damage and then regular damage. First strike means his damage goes first.
Mm-hmm.
So if you attack this one to this one, even though you block it, he's going to kill this one first. My guy's going to live regardless. That's how first strike works, but he's double strike, so he's not only dealing 1, he's dealing 2. So technically, if you hit me with a 2/2 and I block it, he's going to win. This is the guy I'm going to hit you with the most, and I'm going to keep doing it and doing it and doing it, and you're going to get mad. Keep in mind, this is not a fun deck. It's fun for you if you're playing it. Then we play 3 Banisher Priests. When she enters the battlefield, exile target creature your opponent controls until the priest leaves the battlefield. This is Journey to Nowhere that can attack. And it's a 2/2. Now we're going to get to what I call the dick move card. This is a dick move card. It's a rare. It's from N14. Why they printed this, I do not know. Silence. I thought I ran 4 of these, but it turns out I only won 3. And what Silence does, your opponent can't cast spells this turn.
Okay.
So it's an instant. So Hope is tapping like 7 swamps or whatever. Okay.
Wow.
Done.
So
Your
you
mana's already tapped. And I just tap 1, boop, done. My card is already on the stack. So that, unless he counters with something else, he can't cast spells anymore with this. Wow. This,
and your turn basically ends?
pretty much.
Except for attacking with
Unless you got stuff out on the board already, your turn ends. This is that's your end turn card.
How you win the end game, didn't it?
Oh, that card has made people kick me. Then we run one Grand Alabaster. During your turn, your opponent can't cast spells or activate abilities or artifacts, creatures, or enchantments. So if they got a bunch of crap out that I don't like and I put this guy out, done. But it's only during my turn. Again, defense, nothing big.
So the last card you would cast when they're tapping everything.
Mm-hmm.
So you save for.
So if I see you tapping 8 mana, I know something bad's coming. Even if I think you're going to tap like 3 to 4, that's 3 to 4 mana. If I see you tapping that, something's coming out that might hurt me. So I'm just going to throw that out. The silence. Summer Rester, basically he detains a creature. When he enters the battlefield, he detains a creature. Basically this and this, or this and this. As long as he's on the field, I'll just keep him on the field. I won't even attack with this card. I'll just, like I said, I'm hitting you with my fencing ace every time. He can attack you. This guy, he ain't going to attack. If anything, I'll protect him. This is me. A little more defense is 2 Guardians of the Gates. It's a flying angel, and he can block any number of creatures. But whenever he blocks, he gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each creature it's blocking. So the more he blocks, the more he gets. I just run 2 of those. Let's say my opponent's attacking with a very big creature, and he's about to deal me 7/7 and all this crap, and it's about to be done. Celestial Flare. Target player sacrifices an attacking or blocking creature. You already don't like this.
No.
Nobody does. That card is coming handy.
So basically,
Not
it's
as much as silence, but it's coming handy.
like you can attack me, but you're losing your attacker. That's pretty much it.
And we run 21 planes. Okay. Now we got a sideboard, 15 cards. I hope we count. Supposed to be 15 cards, but it's only 14. If anything, I would add another this guy. Or actually another arrest. But we run 3 blessings, which every time you tap a mana, a plains mana, the creature that this is cast on gets +1/+1 until end of turn.
So, remember, this is from the sideboard.
If we need to gain life, we have the Staff of the Sun Magnus. We run 2 of these, and what this does is every time we cast a white spell or a plains enter our battlefield, we gain 1 life. So you drop a land, you gain a life. You play a spell, you gain a life. You're gaining 2 life per turn with that. This is just another dick card. Pay no heed. The 1-drop in our sideboard, and it prevents all damage a source of your choice would deal this turn. Prevent damage.
Damage, no spells. That's a great deck.
And the whole time I'm hitting you with this.
It's just chipping
I'm
away.
just chipping you away. And just making, or I'm hitting you with the Caspian Knight. Either one of those, I'm hitting you with. Another Archangel Throne, just in case. We've already looked at that card. Another Grand Alabaster. Angelic Skirmish. At the beginning of each combat, choose First Strike, Vigilance, or Lifelink creatures you control gain that ability till end of turn.
Jesus.
Vigilance means that they can attack without tapping. You just declare it, they don't turn sideways.
Wow.
Lifelink, we know what that does when they deal life to a creature or the
Deal damage to a creature to
gain
get
that life. First strike deals combat damage first. It's the flying. I don't really use this one. She's expensive to cast. And then 3 Soul Menders. These were originally in the deck, and all he does is he's just there. He doesn't really do anything. You just tap him to gain 1 life. He's really nothing special.
Yep.
And the last card, but like I said, this I would add another Arrest or another this guy. This is Seraph of the Sword. It's a flying angel. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to this creature. I mean, she's pretty much, I think she's kind of invincible. But this is a deck that has pissed a lot of people off. I had a lot of fun playing it. And sometimes when I tell people about it, they don't really believe it. And then when I play them with it,
They're like, why did you tell me?
well, I did tell you. You just didn't listen. Over at Pop Culture, Magic was kind of sneaking in a little bit. And John made a black vampire deck that he was really proud of. We all are. And I have a discard deck that if I get the right combination, I'll make you mill your whole deck in a couple of turns.
Jesus.
Yeah, infinite mill. So you just take your cards and put them into the graveyard. You lose. He beat that deck within like 5-6 turns. Not bad. You know, I was like, okay, cool. It's a mill deck. You're probably almost always going to beat the mill deck.
Yep.
So I said, you want to try the white deck? He's like, okay, yeah, let's do it.
How many tables got thrown?
It got to the point where he was like, he just couldn't do anything. Every time he brought something out, summoning sickness hurt him. Because as soon as you bring your creature out, it can't attack right away unless it has haste. Most black creatures don't have haste. Well, he brings his creature out. I was like, that's cool. Oblivion Ring. And he's like, okay. The first couple turns of that, he's like, okay. Eventually, he's like, tap 2, this, your turn, Lee. And then I was like, pacifism. And then he starts kicking me under the table. He starts calling me names. And the whole time I'm like, fencing guys, 1 damage. And he's just like, turns it down. And then finally I see him smile really big. And I see him tap 4 mana. And I go, silence. And he's like, the look on his face when I did that, he was just like, your turn. And he starts kicking under the table. He did not have any fun. I drugged that along for about 9-10 turns. Way too long. But I just did it because I like to see people get pissed off the more they play it. The more they play. It's fun to me. Even if you were to beat this, I would still be like, I still got you. I've called this the white power deck. We can call it the white privilege deck. There's all sorts of stuff we can call this. You know, I mean, it's a lot of fun. For you, not the other guy. The only weakness I would see with this is if, like, creatures have haste. Start swinging off the gate.
Yeah.
That'd be the only thing that would really hurt this deck. I've played against green, black. I've played against blue blacks. And I've never played a red deck against this, but I have a feeling a red deck would probably give this some
trouble. Because there's a lot of haste creatures.
A lot of haste, a lot of burn spells, a lot of instances that just deal damage right away. So if they figure out that I'm constantly attacking with that guy, they'll just be like, tap 2, boom, he's dead. I can see that getting a problem. Would this deck win any tournaments? I don't know.
You gotta test it out.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, this is not standard legal. I don't know if you could probably play this in modern, maybe vintage. I don't know, but I have to look into that. But, yeah, I've had a lot of fun pissing people off with this one. Look, even the box. You could call this the mayonnaise deck too.
I mean, who doesn't like a good glob of mayonnaise on their sandwich?
Or on their face. Yeah. On that note.
I guess you don't have any more advice you would say about playing a deck outside of just learn to adapt.
Pretty much, yeah. Kind of look around and see what people are playing. Because I kept seeing the same cards over and over and over. And I was like, oh, hold on a minute. I'm having all these trouble trying to do these combination decks. So I figured I'm just going to stick with one color. And when I did that, I noticed I won a game, lost a game. Won a game, won another game, lost a game. It wasn't really consistent on the win streak. I didn't care. But I noticed it kept getting people frustrated. Some people just up and beat it. They just totally destroyed it within a couple turns. But that was before I added like the Oblivion Rings and Salts and everything else. I just sat down and looked through my cards, and I looked for just the meanest cards I could find that basically just said, fuck you. That's all I wanted the deck to say was, fuck you. So that pretty much does.
It's a good way to build a deck.
Yeah. Just pure hate. Build a deck with pure hate. That's why I try and do a Dragon Ball Super. I either get like Super Smash or Super Angry. That one and that one. I do like that. When I say Super Smash, oh yeah, I get it. He will confirm I get smashed. And this is actually the first video where I'm sober. Confirm it.
Yeah. I would have to agree with you.
You know, almost every video, I'm pretty lit. But this is my white deck. Hope you enjoy it.
Yes.
There's 720 Gaming Pros. You want to annoy some people and have some fun? Just for you to have fun, maybe get a table flipped, get kicked in the balls.
We're not responsible if you get kicked in the balls.
No, but if there's a video of it, send it to us. I need a good laugh. Over 720 Gaming Pros, like, subscribe, or even just tell us we suck. We don't care.